Where they at, though?
Cause the boss ain't the boss if he don't teach the game. And tell the youngest not to chase the fame. Give them other goals to aim and don't let them keep doing the same. Tell them the boss takes the blame on the shoulders of a sturdy frame.
What's going on? It's the Legit OGs podcast where we give you the game we wish we had. I'm BF and Kruma.
I'm Herm, the CEO.
Cool. And we are the Legit OGs. Today we got our very first special guest in the building, man. One of my favorite guys to talk to, man. We always, bust it up about everything that's going on in life. Just transitioning and his biggest thing is always positive energy, man. My man Ike, man, you want to introduce yourself, brother?
Yeah, man. Isaiah, I'm grown now a little bit.
My
Appreciate
bad.
Ike,
I'm cool.
No, man. Ike cool. So friends come different little nicknames, but Ike fine with me.
Nah, I mean, the Isaiah. Listen, even you saying that, cause that kind of flows into what we want to talk about today is, individuality and actually being your own man and not getting caught up in stuff. A lot of times folks don't, it's people that I done known for, people probably don't know my real name. You know what I'm saying? When I really think about it, like folks I knew for a long time and the folk only know you by your nickname, the fact that you sure. Like, nah, I'm grown, I'm Isaiah. You know what I'm saying? That right there. That right there is thorough.
No, but I didn't even say it aggressive like that.
Yeah. But that's one of the reasons why I changed my name off the Instagram, Herm SP. You know what I mean? 17.
It's growth. It's growth, man.
Still ain't use your whole name, but okay, whatever.
That's one thing about Herm. He was always known as, his rap name was Herm Jones.
I'm from the old school, man.
You know what I'm saying?
When you talk about somebody from the old school, say their first and their last
Say
name.
their old
I
name.
was always brought up like that.
Yeah, man. They would have do exactly who he was. He couldn't hide nothing. You said your whole name. Like, damn, you got me.
They used to ride by.
Herm Jones.
They used to ride by. Herman Jones, get off the corner. Damn. Yep.
Yeah, man. But that's the topic I want to talk about, man, is individuality. I feel like a lot of what's going on today is because of following. I think we had dealt with that a little bit last week, or I was talking, somebody asked me that question. What do I think the biggest problem is? And I think, personally, the biggest problem is following. And because when you follow, that can lead you all these different rules. So, might say, gun violence or lack of education or chicks dying, getting their bodies done, all these different things that happen negative. But to me, it all stem from following the wrong path and not being your own man. So my first question to y'all, I want to just ask, what does being a man of your own look like? What do it look like to actually be a man of your own? I'm going to start with our special guest, Brother Isaac. Isaiah.
Being a man, just
being a man of your own. It's just your own man.
Oh, for the most part, I mean, through the course of the day when I wake up, I try to start off making sure, I be trying to make sure, whatever task I set up the night prior before, I be trying to make sure, I execute whatever I wanted to do. Being a man of my word, if I say I'm going to do something, do it. Start my day off with, some exercise, breakfast, call a few dudes, guys wake me up. I got a group text with, 7 different individuals, for prayer time. So, my day start off, making prayer. We all text. I got a guy he started work restaurant, so it always start off with instructive. Damn, what your day looking like, man? I'm on my way to the job. All right, my morning free because I work in the afternoon. So,
bro, you never told us to meet you at this restaurant. Where the restaurant at, bro?
Oh man,
damn,
I ate at the restaurant before.
You been there?
Yeah, I ate.
He just left me out.
No, we gonna get you in there, but
get me in. He just take me and hurt me. He got me carrying my bike, running up 300 steps.
I was supposed to feed you too, bro. I apologize.
supposed to feed me too. I told us we gonna do it again. Do it again.
Chef Ricky, Chef Ricky the oop on that. But starting off with some of my guys on that tip, I just make sure my day cool, make sure my wife and stuff cool, kids situated. Like I said, start my day exercising, and I just take it from there. Like I said, just keeping good energy around me. So everybody checking on each other, some kind words, seeing how your day gonna be productive, what you got going on. Me and my son got something going on, so it's where you heading to? And I'm gonna go see my mom, or he just had a child, so like make sure his family stuff cool. Like it's just like conversations, being around like good people, man. Like spending to my man, and piggyback off of that, man.
Well, sometimes being a follower, and I ain't gonna go off course like I did last week, but sometimes being a follower ain't always bad. It's just if you following the wrong person, then that's where you go wrong. So it's being a follower. When you hear the word follower, people always give it a negative tone, but that's not always the case. Now, with that being said, with me, just to piggyback off of what he said, with me, it's I try to definitely always be my own man. I'm too old to be the follower now. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near 40 years old, so I got no room for error. So I have to pretty much, know what's going on in my life, know where I'm going, and that's that. But sometimes being a follower ain't always a bad idea, and I try my damnedest to lead my family and go my way, and hopefully when they branch off, they lead their families, and the rest.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because that's what this whole podcast is about, the legit OGs. We want the youngers to see our example and follow. So I definitely agree that all following ain't bad. I'm just talking about what these youngins is following. We just got finished watching the video. Mm-hmm. The young boy talking about all the people his side killed, and now look in the comments, and they just killed him 2 days ago. So that's what I'm saying. Like they following this drill music. They following, folks who is killing. They following folks doing all of this negative stuff, and then they end up dying or going to jail, all because they was trying to follow an image, and they didn't want to just stand on their own, being their own man.
And it goes back on what I was talking about last week.
They ain't got no fathers,
no dads, man. You not even just dads, just somebody, mostly fathers, because you gonna learn more from your pop.
You're starting on.
But if they don't got nobody to grab them and be like, yo, bro, like, no, that ain't, what you doing? What we doing? Then they'll go down. It's easy to follow the Instagram and the TV and all that. So,
but like before social media real prevalent right now. But it's a lot of good guys in the neighborhood. Like we all come from like corners and all that, different neighborhoods. Like some people, we got neighborhoods, so it's bigger than a corner. So if you you got like a 2-block radius. You got like an elder gym that they can have a conversation with you. They don't have to be nothing bad. When I say like, as you saying, following somebody, like I be admired by certain people's character. So it's like if I might emulate something that, like you got like when I call you like 4 a.m, you be up for like starting your day off. So I call and you be like, damn, her woo, like woo woo. You be like, no, I can't make it to the gym right now. I'm going to get my truck, got my son loaded up. Even if you don't speak of your son, you be like, damn, I gotta go pick up a Pittsburgh run or something. Like, damn, okay. So in the midst of me that, and if I go on my timeline, I see Herm with his son, like teaching the son how to jack the truck up.
Yeah, I always love it. I
love that. So it's like, damn, even like, okay, now I might think of you. Damn, what's up? You trying to go bike ride? And you might be like, I'm already in traffic. I'm doing something, I got a seminar. You got something going on. That automatically gonna be like, my son older, but I can still like, damn, like where you at? Like I might take your punctuality being on time. It's not that I'm following you, but I'm just emulating. Like you supposed to like be around good people. It piggyback to
that you can learn from.
Exactly, man. So it's like even if it's not like an elder gentleman, it could be your peers. So it's like I got a guy. He clockwork. Like I'm always late. He like, man, you got banker hours. We be laughing because they know I'm gonna show up late. But sometimes that could be inconveniencing to somebody else. So it's like you said, like all following not bad. Like when you insert yourself around some good people, man, you could like take from each individual like to better yourself, like as a man. So I try to make sure I call all y'all because you gonna say something good to me just as as well as yourself. So
my experience with people following me, actually, I seen a lot of transition from even on Instagram. A lot of young boys follow me because they knew what I was doing in the streets, and then they see me doing something positive now. So a lot of them trying to come over from that side. So I get a lot of people in my DM, Herm, could you teach me, man? I remember you used to do this. I remember you used to do that. I'm trying to find my way out. So like Koo said, man, following somebody, you can follow somebody in the streets, but then if you see that transition, it make you want to like, damn, man, I seen this guy, man, at his worst time. Now he at his best time. I need to be around this guy, man. And you can also tell them about how to get out, because you've been there. So when you teaching them that lesson, they gonna take it from you. I always say, the best teacher is the person that went through it.
Word.
Not the one that's telling you. You know, anybody could tell you anything, but somebody that went through it. I actually went through it, so I got experience. I have a lot of experience on the streets, and I also have some experience on this tow truck now. Got like 5. This is my 5th year in, so I learned a lot.
We need a producer to do some applause, man. 5 years in business, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Straight up. We got to celebrate each other, man.
Absolutely, man. I got to survive the next 5 years. The next 5 years is taxes. See, a lot of people don't know. Me and him was talking about that on the way here, and I said, yo, man, once I get this tax thing down, I'm teaching everybody about it, because I see a lot of businesses fall in the first 5 years, and it's true, because you have to do them taxes to get them licensed in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, period. So a lot of people don't know that. So that's how they business. They don't have they business they go out of business because they're not doing their taxes. Basically, what I'm saying.
Next thing I want to ask y'all: does being a quote unquote street nigga make you a real man? Y'all, I want to get to the nuts and bolts of what the youngins is thinking and operating, because folks, and I said real man because I ain't want to say a real nigga. So folks would think a street nigga make him a real nigga, but even being a real nigga don't even make you a real man. At least in my estimation, I always say the number one thing a man got to do is be available for his family. And real niggas and street niggas always spending time away from their family, not operating in their manhood.
But then you got the flip side. So all right,
go ahead, let's go.
If you playing in the streets, at the time the street is your family. So for real, you are being a real.
Not when you got kids.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, but you got to remember a lot of stuff come before this kid. Like you know what I'm saying, like my kids came in, and then I changed. But before my kids, the streets was my family. At the end of the day, y'all was the dudes was my family.
I mean, I was your brother. I'm still your brother.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but we still had the stress that we put our moms and grandmoms and sisters. Listen, my family used to come together every week and have group prayer for me. I didn't even know, dog. I didn't even know until after I changed. Like, they was telling me, like, yo, you was sending us through hell, man. We literally the whole family would get together at somebody's house every other week. I don't know how long they did that, but every other week they got together to have group prayer just for me.
Yeah, but I'm not glorifying it. I don't want them to think that I'm glorifying it. But like I said, before I had kids, I played by them rules. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't play by them rules when they're out on the streets. They do shicey stuff. They backstab their homies. They even go against their family members over the street life.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, look back in hindsight, I'm like, that really didn't make me a real man. But now, taking care of my family, being there for my kids, that's real man stuff.
Exactly.
Now listen. Now it goes back to what I said in the very first podcast. It's two different worlds out here. It's the street world where we came from, and then it's like this other world, this legit world that we in now, that we live in now. So on the street aspect, it's the difference between a real one and in our legit ways now, it's the difference between a real one. So to me it's different. And when we was young boys, when we was running around, we had our different perspective on a real dude. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just totally different than how we look at it now. Now we looking at things and we saying, yo, he's a real dude. This dude got a business, or he ain't even gotta have a business. He can get up, go to work every day, and take care of his family. Man, that's a real one right there. So it's a difference between how we thought when we was in the streets, that side of the world, and then the other side that we living in now. So to me,
I'm gonna push it even further though.
It's a difference.
Even when we was in the streets, we ain't just consider somebody real because they was in the streets.
No doubt.
So even in the midst of everything we was in, real to us, I know all you guys personally, was all about character.
Right.
Was all about integrity. Was all about loyalty. It was dudes who was in the street selling drugs, getting a bunch of money that none of us respected.
Word.
It was dudes who were shooters that still none of us respected. So even just because you in the street,
It was dudes out there with no money that we respected. We
Exactly.
respected him. He was,
Yeah.
he had character. He was fucked up.
Like
Excuse me.
integrity,
He was
yeah.
broke, but he didn't lack integrity. So it's you're right. You're absolutely right.
because we had rules, we had principles and codes that if you broke these codes, that's what make you a sucker.
But even when you say code, it's like invisible rules for real.
Yeah, definitely.
It's invisible rules, but it's like some kind of way you got to find a balance. Like I was like a teen father. Like it's a lot of stuff that transpired in my life of us knowing one another was like late teens. I had a child at 15 years old, so my daughter is 29 years old today. I'm 44 years old.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah.
No, not today, but I'm saying I'm 44 years old.
Your daughter birthday today, right?
No, he
No,
said
I'm saying she's 29 years old.
Oh, well, I thought, yeah, I'm thinking.
I apologize. I'm saying I have a 29-year-old daughter.
Okay,
Right? I have
alright.
a 29-year-old daughter. So when I'm saying like us saying like we was in the street with kids and it was either the streets or the house and like I had to find a balance young. It's like I went to jail 3 years after having my child. Went upstate, first case and everything. So it was like her first letters to me was another man help my daughter write hi daddy. But to this good God though. But I'm saying I embraced that at a young age, like, damn man, I keep coming to these buildings, somebody gonna be raising. It wasn't about somebody gonna be with your woman, because somebody could be with your woman regardless.
Yeah.
It just was like, damn, like my daughter mom, we was kids. She not back then nobody was writing nobody for real. Oh yeah, he locked up, it was cute. For it to be like, I don't do jail, I seen me get out, I got a D. But just for me to be like, damn, I'm here for my daughter. And it was like the first letter was the guy wrote his signature and stuff, but my daughter crayon, hi daddy. That was like a wake up at a young age. Like, damn, like when I get out of here, you gotta, make sure like you spend adequate time with her, things of that sort. So it was like, and then I had a child, my son was born while I was locked up. So to come home 3 years and come home, my son was born like my fifth month in. So like for me to come home, do 3 years, he 3.5 walking down the street. He know me through like pictures or something like that, but it just was like, damn, like I got I got off the bus 30th Street. Walking down, driving off in the neighborhood, you get a haircut, going to the neighborhood, I'm going to the local corner store, get the juice and all that. Like my son walking out the store. So it just was like, damn, like, get back on topic, like,
No, that's on topic. We dealing with it.
no, I'm just saying like the growth of going through certain things. Like I just picked it up young. Like so, like I always try to make sure, even like in the street, like ripping and running. Like I had a guy like we used to work a shift on the phone. I went through you married. It was like somebody gonna suffer. My wife not happy. They be cool with the money. Kids got little knickknacks, but it's just like you pick them up from school, drop them right off. You think that they eating and they got little snacks and all that. You back out the street running. My wife, okay, all right, bills paid. But then you look at it like, damn, she watching TV shows, Friends, or whatever by herself at night. So it was like you going through, you beefing, bickering about that. Then you start staying in. Then you got the guys in the street with you like, damn, man, you boo loving. You ain't even coming outside.
With all that, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
like,
It
man,
get
you
crazy,
no,
boy.
my mate started saying, bring it in the groceries. Bring it in the groceries. So I should be like,
And she gonna let you come out today.
yeah, damn. So you ride past, yo, I'll be back. Oh, bring it in the groceries. Whole corner be laughing. I said, damn. So it was like, damn, you know what? I gotta work a shift with him. I get like the school time while the kids in school. You work the overnight. Like my man Vic is like, his home was like he gigolo bull. So it was like, damn, I'm gonna keep the phone from 6 at night to 6 in the morning. It started working out, so now I can go in the house with Twizzlers and Pepsis and watch Friends and Will and Grease and all that type of stuff. So now I'm happy. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I watch Living Single, man.
man,
He like Friends, man. But just if anybody watching, man, I just hope y'all don't feel like, especially me, that I'm like judging or condemning anybody, because that I did it all. So it's not that. I just, on this side of it, I just realized how much of what I believed, how much of what I actually felt like I loved at the time just wasn't good for me. So I'm asking certain questions so we could, from this side, look back. Because when you in it, it's hard to see how what you dealing with ain't no good for you. It's like, all right, as long as you making money, you don't care. You in the middle of the war. As long as you ain't dead right now, you don't think you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't get shot, you don't think you going to get shot until it happens. So on this side of being in the streets, getting money, getting shot, going to jail, like I done dealt with all, you know what I'm saying, every side of the spectrum. And now just looking back, like, I don't feel like it was worth it. I don't feel like it was worth it. I wish that somebody would have showed me.
So you saying the street life, so you saying your life prior to the day, back in the day, you don't think it was worth it?
Nah.
So what you saying is you would change what happened to you in your life?
Definitely. If I could have.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know I wouldn't have met you because I met you in jail.
No,
but I'm
not
saying
even
you my
that.
man. you know what I'm saying?
No, because honest to God, bro, I wouldn't change.
I
The
would, man.
The only thing in my life I probably would change is my mom dying when I was at such a young age. But other than that, man, I have no regrets, man, because
I don't feel like-
everything to me
Make
is
you who you are today.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I just feel like I grew up hating my pop because I felt like if he was there when my mom passed away, I think I could have been a better man. But then I be thinking to myself, man, I am who I am because of all these bullet wounds and battle scars I got. I remember at one point in time I was scared to let my legs show. And then I had to realize, man, I am who I am, man. It is what it is. It happened. And even when a testimony to my kids or my son, like I talked about all last week, that dude, a lot of stuff, man, I wouldn't be able to school this dude, man, if I went out there in them trenches knowing what's going on and knowing what's going on with these boys now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it when I hear people say it, man, it's how can you enjoy the fruits of your labor without the BS, man? I grew up in the projects, man, with roaches and cockroaches and mice running around where the water was free. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up, man, with putting nail laters and stuff on the radiator and stuff like that, man. And that life back in the day, that sucked, bro. And I refuse to go back to that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of things that happen, I wouldn't change none of it except for just my mother. I keep it rolling, man.
We going to have to get into something from my book, Boss Up. We got to get into,
cool, man.
into some psychological stuff. When you deal with trauma, we always come up with coping mechanisms to make us feel comfortable with what we've been through. Mm-hmm. So it's easy to say, I wouldn't change nothing because it made me who I was because you went through it. Now, we say that because I've said it in the past too until I had to really look at some certain stuff. You know why it's BS? Because you don't want your son to go through none of what you went through.
You're right.
So why, if that's what builds character, if that's what made you who you are today, why do you want to shield your son from it?
Because my son ain't me. He ain't.
You wasn't you until the trauma hit you.
But he ain't me though. And I feel like a lot of trauma. I feel like a lot of trauma that I went through, my son can't handle it, bro. He can't. He can't. His mom ain't died when he was 14. His pop wasn't a deadbeat. So all that came about. It was just going. So I feel like I ask my son all the time, man. One day, man, I was snapping on him, and then it turned into a conversation. And I say, yo, can you imagine? Close your eyes, man. Can you imagine your life without me or your mom, bro? Can you imagine that? Your sister raising you. You can't imagine that though, bro. Like knowing your mom. It's not like I didn't know my mom. Like my mom went upstairs from going out one day. She didn't smoke or drink nothing either. She went upstairs one day and told me to get off the sofa, and we never had a conversation again. I was sleeping on the couch, and she slipped into a coma, had an aneurysm, stayed in the hospital for 6 months, and died. In the whole 6 months she was at the hospital, you know how many times I went up there? Once. I couldn't live with that shit. I was just like, I was fucked up. And when she died, excuse my language, y'all, when she passed away, the person who got the call was me. When they called on the phone, I answered the phone when the doctor called to say she passed away. So man, like my son ain't gonna be able to endure that, man. Knowing him, Lil Cool.
If she had no choice but to.
Yeah, but I can't even imagine him going through it, dude. Boo.
Yeah, that's because you as a
and
father. That's what I'm saying. We had these coping mechanisms. We'll be like, I wouldn't change nothing. If you think that's what make you a good man, then you would let your son go through the same thing. No. You're not going to shield somebody from what you're saying is good.
No. Like it's not you can't shield them from everything, but it's like some situations like you can't walk them through everything.
No, you can't.
But certain situations like you have no control over. So in the midst of like damn, like them having a problem, whether it be financial, because you can't bail them out of everything anyway. Mm-hmm. Damn, what's going on? You can hear what they got going on. Like my son started he waited till he graduated high school to start smoking weed. First day he smoked weed, Like, you know, got him a little rent a car. You know, he happy, but he show up to get the car. He weeded. Eyes blood. I'm looking at him like, damn, what's up? He like, damn. I said, damn, you know, we know a lot of people out here. I'm like, damn, I got somebody with the job post office joint. The lady, little oop. It was another little situation. He like, man, damn, Pop, man, I just got out of school, man. I'm trying to chill. I said, no, this one life start for you, dog. Yeah. Why you smoking weed now? They gonna be pissing with all that. He like, but I used to lace him anyway. Like, damn, cut him a check. I got paid, he got paid. So when he came up weeded, I said, damn, man, I stopped smoking weed because it was either choose to provide for y'all or me get high. I said, I can't support no weed habit, man. I don't get high. I got other, like, I can't support no weed habit. So it was like, damn, he stayed away from me for like a week, 2 weeks. Though we talked, but the vibe got a little like he wanted to be rapping. I said, man, I ain't paying for no studio time, but I ain't paying no studio time and weed. But he was on it like, damn, man, so you got to figure it out. But we could figure it out together. You got to do something. He like, damn. He like, man, I ain't ready for no career. I said, what you ready for then? School, like, your life about to start. I said, you know, like everybody, you know how kids now, you see them like 16, they thinking that's like pre-adult type stuff. Oh, I got a car, I get a, permit. 18, like, man, I'm grown. 21, I could drink. So once they get out of school, they be thinking like, they don't gotta come home. There's no curfew no more. And I'm like, dog, life just starting for you. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I don't got no check from the weed and all that. So it's like, that little bean 50 turned into $60. It slow up, damn, half a man. And whatever it was, he understood it because we had conversations. Now he's like, I said, damn, we used to ride, get a haircut. I pay for all my son. I get our haircuts. Like I pay for the cut. Just walk to the barbershop. The haircut's paid for. They don't gotta pay for no haircut. I might go in there. My son grown. He paid for all me and his brother haircut. Whoever get there first. Damn, my partner don't come through. Like no, they going. So I go through. Now your son came through. I'm like damn, that's what's up. Where little man at? Cause we pay for all our haircuts. That's dope to me. But he learned that from like when we go out to eat. Like when we on the block. That come from hustling. He just sit on the corner with us. Don't overstay your welcome. Like, he come out, get out of school, we all on the block hustling, he would walk up, then what's up? No, I'm out here with the boys. No, these my boys. Oh, man, you tripping. All right, well, trip out the block.
Because y'all only 15 years apart, though, right?
Yeah. So, everybody looking at him, they going to respect what I'm saying. Damn, Nefco, just come back later. He went to school and everything. I get locked up. a second time. This whole bit, he got honor roll. I did another 3 years upstate. He got honor roll the whole 3 years. He sent me his report card every time. Yo, I'm doing what I got to do what you got to do. I'm like, damn. So you in there, you getting frustrated. You ready to trash somebody over some damn dishes or trays in there. You cool, my man. I might got to punch him, choke him in the line or something, but I ain't going all the way out in the yard, making no wax and all. I'm going to get out there. My little man need me out there. So it's like, same bit with you working with your son. Now we 51, 49% LLC split partners on truck removal, trash and cleanup removal. Cause I don't want no job. Man, you gonna do something, dog. I ain't saying work for nobody. Work for yourself. You don't want to get up and work, but damn, you got work for yourself. Like I work for the city.
Hold on, say that that advertisement again. Put that on there again.
Oh man,
what's the company? Yeah, come on, man.
Fit for Real trash removal, clean outs, light moving jobs, and all that. Instagram, Fits for Real.
What is it?
Fits, FITS, 4, REAL, Fits for Real. That's like no job too big or small. We gonna make room in the truck for us. Like I was telling before the camera came on, I said I'd rather start my first business before I work my second job. So it's like who the best partner to be with, but but my sons. Like I'm here now, they might be finishing up. So I mean,
so it's something you brought up. You talking about your son gave you the report card, and now instead of teeing off on somebody, you recognizing I gotta let this have some kind of conflict resolution skills because I got something bigger, and that's something that we talk about a lot. Like, what make you comfortable? Because a lot of times in the streets, it's like dudes that kill somebody or beat up somebody, do something just because they feel like if I don't do it, then what people gonna say if I don't respond? What make you comfortable as a man to be able to say, you know what, I know who I am. I ain't gotta shoot you, or I ain't gotta swing on you to prove that I can just walk away.
Oh man, like before the camera start rolling, having a conversation with y'all, walking up and like just from saying he didn't want to wear shorts because he got shot, and heard him, damn, when I got shot, damn when I got shot, I sat there and was quiet because I never been shot.
I saw you post. I'm like, I thought I got hit before, but no.
No.
I said I never got beat up. I never got stabbed. I never got shot.
No, but I was
the most gang. I was like, whoa, that's the most gangster.
Let me feed off that joint.
No, but hold up. I modestly said that though. Out of saying, mind your business. This was I posted this weeks prior before you even calling, like, yo, man, come up on the podcast. Cause I just was feeling like dudes be thinking it's like a badge of honor. And it's like I walk around, y'all see me my whole life walking by myself. Yeah. And it's like not nothing tough or nothing. It's just like I'm not gonna tell on myself. I'm not worried about what nobody going. I'm 200-something pounds. I ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to me. I grew up without no father, so I didn't have nobody to run to. I don't have no brothers. My homies in my street is my brothers, but I don't even call them bro. Cause other niggas be with the bro and fam. And I don't call nobody no family nothing. You know, I ain't your uncle.
It's a punchline nowadays, right?
Like, back in the day, uncles and aunties was smokers. Yo, I ain't. All right, damn old head, I ain't raised you. I calmly say, cause if I know, like, it's dudes in my neighborhood, man. Like people gave their kids to me. Like I'm talking about, like I done beat boys for not going to school, not doing dishes. I can name like 7 guys. Like I could still walk in their mother house, get the home. What's the iced tea that's freshly made with the orange slices. Mm-hmm. I got women that got husbands. I be in their house eating the chicken. Like when you like taking care of your neighborhood, it's like you take pride in that type stuff. Yeah. So it's like when I see like as me conducting myself like with like morals and stuff at a young age, I didn't even really know what I was doing. I just know like if I done something wrong, I apologize. I don't mind having a conversation with nobody, but just don't be in jab distance. I don't want you to be able to grab me. That's it. Like it can get heated, but all that jab distance, you too close. We can have any kind of conversation in the world. I don't have to kill you. This guy's like, damn, it's crazy. We all sitting here. All our homies had a misunderstanding at one point. Mm-hmm. 4-wheeler type stuff. Mm-hmm. But damn, like, it could have got goofy. But after, like, damn, man, that's in the trauma. This person is, they'll get this person together. Like, the next day, everybody had a conversation. Mm-hmm. And we done rolled bikes together, been in the gym together, all this. Mm-hmm. And we friends. Everybody here to talk about it. You ain't had to kill nobody. Like, so, you know, like.
Poop, back to piggyback off of what you said about.
Her, you had to just jump in, her.
I know. Poop, when you were saying about the trauma, because I was thinking about something when you were saying, like, when I was saying I wouldn't change nothing. Uh-huh. I think another thing too, right? Because when you saying you would, in my opinion, that's you, and you know that as an individual, that's what you would. Because if had I not had, not saying I got control over my family, but had I not had a bond with my daughters, with my son, then maybe I'd be thinking like, damn, I wish it was different. But because I feel like we good right now, we in a good space with my son, my daughters, my wife, everybody good. That's why I feel like I would keep it. I'm good with what I went through. And I made it. I got hit up before, but I'm good. I walk with a limp, but it's okay. But I'm all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? My kids are good. Like, they healthy. So that's why I was saying, like, I wouldn't. But it's some people out here that probably would change.
If you would have died, would it have been worth it?
No. Because if I would because if I would have died, then I it's children that I wouldn't have. Mm-hmm. If when I got shot, I only had 2 kids, so I wouldn't have, the other ones wouldn't have never came after the fact. But what I'm saying is, I think people in different cases I think it's different. I think had me and my son had this estranged relationship, or my daughters, then I'd be like, yo, damn, like, you know, I wish I could have changed this, that, and the other. So not to go back off course. Nah, I was just thinking about it, and I didn't want to forget it.
I be thinking like bigger picture, as in how everything affects everybody. Like I can't just look at it as just me, because if I'm not that you promoting it, but if I'm promoting, all right, man, I wouldn't change nothing, then how can I tell the youngest to change? Because if I'm professing that, man, the streets made me who I am and I would never change nothing, then the youngest that I'm talking to are gonna say, well, the streets got to make me too. Then I don't want them in the streets. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to, not just my kids. I don't want nobody kids to go through what I went through.
Right.
I don't want nobody to go through.
Yeah, but you gotta say that at the end of the conversation. You gotta say you don't want them to go through that, because at the end of the day, like I think I feel the same way Koo feel. I feel as though that it made me, I'm not promoting it. Like I said,
it
I don't
made us,
promote-
yeah.
Yeah, I don't promote it, but I don't think I would change nothing either. Because, like I said, for me going to business and people seeing what I went through, it seemed like everybody, it's guys that been in the tour game, but they rather spend their money with me. I even got dudes that I even went through with in the street, and they support me a lot. They be like, yo, bro, we really was going through each other. Like, everything going through you. So I don't know, man. It's mixed feelings with that. I understand. I definitely understand where you coming from, because I don't want to promote that. I don't want to put that out there. And I
That's
want
my
somebody to
thing.
think like, oh, I gotta go through it and all that, because I kind of made that mistake with my little cousins. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Mayor, he was telling me one day he was in my grandma's house, and I was like, yo, man, y'all gotta chill. He said, chill for what? He said, but we watched you go through it. And I was like, damn. I kind of like walked off. I was hurt the whole day. I just kept thinking about it. She's like, damn, man, they really watched me do all this street stuff. Now they doing it, and I'm trying to control them.
It
know what
ain't
I'm
you
saying?
trying to control them, but it's like some stuff like if you ain't had experience of knowing what came behind you, whatever you went through, for you to tell that person to say like, damn, it's not worth it. Yeah. It's not worth it. Like at the end of the day, like damn, I could tell the story because basically everybody in the story basically did. I seen a guy had a situation in the street. I'm walking down the block. I know both the parties. I'm like, damn, cool out. I know y'all, man, before it get a little crazy, I get y'all to, we get together and talk it out. So, boy, like, man, it's whatever. Flash, man, it's whatever. I'm like, man, damn, it ain't even that serious, though, man. Like, as we talking, two of the guys approach. They come up. So I'm like, damn, hold up. I walks over to him, like, the length of head to probably like the door or something. I'm like, damn, man, what happened with y'all, man? This, that, and other. Like, nah, man, dude, they was on the, like, it ain't that serious, man. We just, somebody must have went there. Now somebody might have made a call. Dude, up the block again.
When we talking about that.
So
on
he like, they
Instagram.
coming up here just to see what's going on. Like, probably trying to iron it out. But man, temper, like, heat bubbling, like, so they was like, man, no, we can get together and talk. So in the midst of them saying that, it felt good to probably turn around and say, damn, yo, but I don't know I think he might have, I don't know what happened. He pulled out a gun. He said, damn, what do you think we playing? I walk off, man. I'll give it y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Shots ring out. Boy dead, somebody hit, years go by. I'm in jail for a narcotic case. I'm walking down, this probably 15 years later. Boy, big chubby boy, like, I'm walking down Greenwich for it. So I see the guy standing in the middle of the corridor, like, but he, in shape, boy, like, so I'm looking, but he cat a corner, like, as I'm walking, I see him, like, cutting over towards me in the line. So he walk up, he put his hand out like the hug. So I threw my hand in his chest, I'm like, damn, what's up? Like, we give each other the greetings. But he's like, damn, oh, you gonna put your hands on me? But he's smiling. I couldn't remember his name, just 15, 20 years later, I'm snapping. I said, damn, it ain't worth it. He said it wasn't. That's the last thing I said to him before they fell out with the guys. I'm like, man, it ain't that serious, man. It ain't worth it, man. We all live around here, man. He was like, man, that's what up, man. Dude, keep playing it. I'm like, man, I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. Like, I'm out. Whatever play out, like, with them, like, they run into each other. Dude lost his life. Somebody else lost their life. One guy lost his freedom. Life. So when I get in through jail, I'm not even thinking about bull. I got another 3 years. I'm dealing with that. I see him walking down the corridor, but he's smiling. I'm pointing, like, I couldn't think of his name, but the smile was the same smile I remember in the street. I said, damn, man, it ain't worth it. He's like, damn, it wasn't. I hugged him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy, man.
That's what I'm saying. See, we all really, we blessed. You know what I'm saying? It's called lucky. We blessed. 'Cause
No, that's right,
For,
blessed.
for us, we could have been dead. We could have been doing, you know what I'm saying, life in jail, 30, 40 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. It ain't worth it. We was lucky that we on the other side where, yeah, we can be fathers to our children and be with our wives or whatever. But it's a lot of people that don't. Look how many of these young boys ain't making 20.
Yeah, but look at all the people that went through and they still acting goofy. You know what I'm saying?
The
We
old-
changed.
older
You know what I'm
folks.
saying? We evolved. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like
It's a lot
when
of
you
pussy
learn
fools.
better, you know better, you do
Yeah.
better. So that go back to that not following, but emulation of character. When I sit back and see, like, I see you doing, like, quite a few things. You had the mentor group. I had one of my sons there with the mentor group. I see you numerous times. Every car I get, or all my whole guys get all the cars. Damn, Hearn, woo, woo, woo. Like, man, call me. Car, like, damn, Herm dropped the car off. Like, that stuff is inspirational. So, like, when I say, like, even going through, I wouldn't change nothing either. Because everything I endured or experienced, it was a blessing in disguise. Every time, like, every situation I ever had, I met somebody from there that's, like, integral in my life now.
Yeah, same here, man.
Somebody
And
in my life.
People you don't want to lose. Poop.
Damn.
Come on, bro. Like, I wake
I'm
up
just
tomorrow
saying,
without
listen,
poop,
man, if
I'd be
I
like,
would
I'm
have.
not, see, that joint crafty because I'm sitting over here thinking about, but like he right, you know what I'm saying? The way we thinking is kind of wrong.
I
yeah,
think
it's kind of wrong.
Because it's the like the
But I
I
think because we made it, we feel like it made us. You know what I'm saying?
listen
But
to
if we lived in the hospital house, you know what I'm saying?
We'd have been,
We celebrated on that.
yeah, and I was a doctor. I was a doctor at 26.
It's crazy, man.
You know what I
I'm sitting there
mean?
thinking about that like, damn, is we thinking crazy or I don't know, man. I was looking at a podcast and the little young boy from Chicago, G Herbo, was talking to somebody. He was saying that he was talking to the his counselor, and he told the counselor like, yeah, we was doing this, we was doing that, and the counselor like, yo, how many people died in your neighborhood? He said, well, about 50. She's like, no, you telling the movie? He like, no, and he was like. She like, no, you gotta be crazy. He's like, how many people died in your neighborhood? She was like, well, I don't know. I can't, like, somebody probably had a heart attack. And he was like, that's crazy. She like, no, that's crazy that you think that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, that situation we just talking about right now about the past, that got me over here thinking like, damn, man.
Yo, look, add all this up. We all from the same like neighborhood, you know, somewhat, whether minus 4 or 5 blocks.
well, I'm from North. Herm really from North too, but we gonna talk about that. Talk about that on another podcast.
You been from third verse of Norris, cool.
Yo, but you look at it like I tell somebody easily, I've been to like 85 plus burials. I washed like 9 to 11 bodies. Like I go to, and I'm just talking about direct people I know personally. Mm-hmm. Now to this day, like the humbling feeling of like just attending like different burials. To me, it's like I know I'm gonna be there one day. I don't even want to live forever. My grandmother would be 102 Tuesday. Wow. So I be like, it's like a weird feeling because I be so happy for her, but it's putting me right back to. By the time you talking to her, your phone, citizen app, something banging, bing, like somebody getting hit with a bottle, somebody car hit and run, and it's like, damn, man, like just as you just said, we made it. I don't even feel as though we made it yet because you look on TV, you see like a 50-some-year-old man shot. 40-some-year-old man. I'm 44 years old, so you be like, damn,
Every time I see it, I be like, God damn.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? Damn, who killing old heads? So it's just like
Some of these old heads still be in shit.
Yeah, that's true.
They still goofy. Like some of them still goofy, but like that's why you be saying everybody older than you not mature than you. So like age don't really mean nothing to me. So like it just be on the tip. Like I just be saying like health and freedom. Damn, what's up, man? Health and freedom. Like I got my own legs to make my own plays. I ain't pressing fire to talk to you. I'm cool. Anything else I can make happen. I'm gonna eat regardless. Like I'm basic essential boy. Like peanut butter and jelly, tuna fish. Like I don't got no caviar dreams and all that. I'm cool.
Champagne life.
Yeah, I'm cool. So yeah, I don't really need too much to make it out here. But
I that's why I embrace OG Herm because I caught myself being around the young boys. And I'm like, damn, y'all keep calling me OG. I look younger than half of y'all. But then I understand now. I said, man, I'm y'all OG. That's cool. I've been through it. I'm still here. Y'all respect it. So we're going to take it there.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure and even if it's like not advertent, you know what I'm saying, or like I disagree with you, I feel what you're saying.
No, it's cool.
It's an internal, you know what I'm saying, struggle with myself at all. We are going to argue. That's all we do is argue.
Yeah, you damn right. I'm going to argue with you when that camera turn off.
Absolutely.
I get what you're saying though, but I'm talking about me personally. Like I can't. I don't know how y'all feel when it come to y'all life, but me, I just feel like It really. Yo, I never forget, man, when I bought my house and I'm showing, I put it in the group chat to my young boys, and they was just like, damn, like, and they felt inspired to do it too, cause like they was out there with me when we was out there slinging and banging too. So it was just like, damn, like Cool really came home and really like just said the hell with this shit and just and did his thing like on the right way. So it was like, yeah, I wouldn't change it, man, bro. I really and it's guys that's in the ground that like you say, I probably been to just as many, if not more, funerals than that. Like I've been to a lot of, and like it's starting to get old. Like it's crazy, but it's life. It is what it is. And I tell my son, I tell my I tell everybody, man, my friends. In my opinion, honestly, yo, we doing what we doing, and I love what we doing. But if we honestly think that crime gonna stop, we bugging. It's too much money in crime. It ain't going nowhere. The only thing we can do, and I tell my family, is put our kids on and let them know, man, yo, this is what it is, this is what it is. And if you can branch out, you branch out, but you have to start with your children first and get them the game and give them, I'm telling you. But I guarantee you, if men decide to say, yo, you know what, we ain't picking up no guns, we ain't doing all this extra stuff no more, and we decide everybody stop, then they gonna figure out another way to send us to jail, and not to take it to a whole different perspective, like a whole different show. But then they still gonna figure out a way to get some of that free labor in these prisons.
Well,
So
not if we unify.
I'm telling you, man, like
How much power you think these crackers got?
It's hard.
They can't do nothing if all the black men come together.
You really think everybody gonna unify?
Nah, I'm just saying.
Like,
It's
it's nearly
the example
impossible,
you gave.
man.
You just said
Right,
if
you
all
right.
the men come together.
You right. You absolutely
So I'm
right.
taking
though.
that and saying,
But
if you come
but
together, they can't do nothing.
But I do think I mean, they can, because we only take up 13% of the population, man. So they can.
They still can't. The military, listen, the military and police only like 2 million people in the whole
they'll
country.
put us in
It's
jail.
psychological fear.
Poop, they'll put us
It's
in
enough for us to overthrow the whole thing.
Poop, they'll put us in jail for parking tickets. They
How they
figure
gonna
out
put
a way
us
to
in
lock
jail?
us up, bro. I'm
Cool,
telling you,
cool,
bro.
cool. How they gonna,
bro, I'm
listen,
telling you,
all right,
man.
So
they
they
locking
gonna,
us up for the dumbest stuff.
How they gonna come to your projects and every project's on 10th Street?
It shouldn't
If
even
lock-
be no
Hold on,
project.
that's not the point. Hold on. I'm trying to get you to see what I'm seeing. How they gonna come to your projects and like the 4 or 5 projects that's all down 10th Street and lock all the men up if all the men saying no, we ain't going? How?
They gonna
How?
They gonna send them troops in there.
Come on, it's not enough.
I'm telling you, man.
It's not enough of them.
That go into fear.
It's psychological fear.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's not that it's psychological fear. It is what it is.
You know I'm a numbers guy. Numerically, they can't do it.
I don't know, Poop.
It's not cool. It's not enough of them.
Send me some numbers.
So you telling me
via email and let me know what's going on,
There's
man.
more police and military in the country
No, it ain't.
than it is black men.
It ain't.
All right,
No, it ain't.
Numerically, it ain't enough for them to do it. And then
But a lot of black men
and then
don't
a lot of
listen.
the military is
Poop.
black. A
A
lot
lot-
of the cops is black. So we on one page. They can't do it.
You absolutely right, though. You absolutely. If everybody, that means every soul.
Yeah, I'm
every
saying that was you said
right.
every black
You
man
absolutely
came
right. You absolutely right, though.
So
You
that's
ab-
what I was rocking
I
with.
think you might be right, though. I'm
So every black man, let's get together.
I'm still
All right,
think.
go ahead.
I'm still think though. But I honestly do think that crime ain't going nowhere. I do.
Nah,
I think it's.
I don't think.
it's here to stay.
I don't think crime itself is going.
I mean, I'm talking about the type of crime we talking
But
about.
I think
drugs,
I think we could
shootouts
definitely-
and all that. That ain't
I
going
know that we could have a difference. I've seen the difference that I've made in young boys' lives. Isaiah, Herm, even you. Like you said, I put this in the group text to the youngest. Now they aspire to do more. So we can curb it. We can bring it down. And that's basically what the whole point of the podcast. Mm-hmm. Let's give some different images so folks know that they don't gotta do certain stuff. And that's why we asking here, like, be your own man. Mm-hmm. Don't follow or don't feel like, all right, this is what's popular, so I gotta do this. Like there's young boys who just think that I gotta kill to, you know what I'm saying, to be a man or to be accepted. And they forcing it on everybody. Like you were saying earlier, you feel like it must be initiation. They just making anybody kill. So let's go to my next question to y'all, right? You ever have a homie on the block that you know who ain't in it trying to shoot or kill nobody else, and you just let them be themselves? Like, we ain't gonna force you to try to be a shooter. If that ain't you, then we're gonna let you just be.
Yeah.
That happened in y'all corner?
For sure.
He wasn't into nothing. And we just left him like he wasn't into nothing.
See, but now the image, folks feel like I got to. Like we was talking about the
Do folks really be saying that shit though?
man, as many of these, they forcing these young
I must
boys.
be like not in
Listen,
tune with the hell's going on.
You know, I used to do this Thursday thing, right? Me, my man, Pastor Carl Day, and the whole squad. We did this joint. Jamel Kendall. We had this joint called Men on the Move, right? So every Thursday, we was just going out to a different corner and just talking to youngins, right? So we was we was uptown somewhere. In fact, as we was walking up, somebody had got shot. It's wild up there. So we were talking to one of these youngins, talking to him about getting out. He like, man, I can't get out. I'm like, why you can't get out? He like, man, tell you the truth, man. Last one, guys from around here tried to get out because he had a daughter. His friends killed him.
Damn.
On some blood, on some blood and blood out type stuff. So yeah, I'm not saying that's every block, but they forcing people.
I think it's different when you a young boy and you trying to get out opposed to us because we older. So a lot of cats that we beef with is our age, and they like, man, they burnt out too. Like, man, I'm tired of this.
No, but I'm talking about that younger generation.
The young boys, it's harder to me when we telling them to pull them out, and they like, all right, I'm gonna get out, cause like you could pull him out, but then like the dude that they beef with still running rapid. So when he still see him, it's on. Cause if he live on 24th and whatever, and the boys he beefing with live on 26 and whatever, and he's saying you pull him out, but they ain't out. Them dudes still running crazy, so you can yank him out all you want and put his guard down, and then now you making it easier for them to blow his head off. So it's like. It's like a catch-22, man. Like unless you go into them bulls that he got a problem with, and saying, "Yo, listen, man, can we listen?" He's willing to, but then you got to think about it too, man. Somebody kill you.
The world is big, man. Like them young boys, they gotta remove themselves from the situation. That's it. Everybody think they gotta be around. If you ain't in it, you ain't in it. Just move
get
yourself.
away from all the street
stuff. So when it goes back to what I'm saying. If you live on 24th Street and he live on 26th Street and you ain't got no paper, you just some young boy out here barely making it with your gun and your homies and all that, and you say, members. Come on, it ain't never that. Everybody don't got. I never had family that lived over here. They've
been moving people down south and up north for years.
Man,
I guarantee if you go on the run, somebody's gonna pick you up. Listen, if you go on the run,
listen to me.
I guarantee that you ain't gonna stay in the hood.
Listen to me.
If you lived on 26th Street,
you missing the point. I'm saying you missing the point. I'm saying if you going through something with somebody,
okay,
and you saying, yo, I want to stop.
Okay.
I don't want no trouble.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to run down no damn south nowhere. You like I said, if you gonna stop this dude and tell him, I done seen dudes leave and go down south and come back and get smoked.
Yeah, they
years
come back.
later.
They come back.
Years later.
They
like,
come back.
Come on, man. Like
you
all that running away.
Situation like when we talked earlier about sometimes you gotta think for others. Like right now. I know how to.
We talking about kids, though.
No,
you think it's that easy for a kid to know that? Yo, I'm gonna go down south.
Got family members. There's a lot of family members.
I'm talking about a kid with no
like stepping off. It's about like elders. It's no more. It's like the moral compass off. Like the young boy, you might really want to iron it out. Man, I'm done. I don't want no trouble. Them young boys might want all the trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
But you might know them like, yo, you can't even really go up there and get the guys up 26th Street to chill. Because they don't even respect the dudes that's over them that's up 26th Street. You ain't gonna know. I don't know no young boys up there to be like, because they not my age bracket. But if I might know they elders to be like, what's up with young boy? Man, young boy disconnected, man. He ain't listening.
Yeah.
So now you gotta go back to your little homie like, damn, man, that's you on the no-go. You just gotta be safe out here. Young boys do be reaching out.
But what I'm saying is this, right? We talking about kids. We talking about young boys. Mm-hmm. So when you telling them to step up, it's not easy to send this dude down south.
No, it's not.
This dude ain't got no type of guy. He don't know nothing. He ain't run down south. He like, look, I'm gonna leave it alone, but I ain't going. I want to go to work. I want to go. Exactly. He is removing himself, but if the enemy live 2 blocks down the street, if you're not listen to me, yo. When you that's why I don't get in the middle of people's stuff. I don't like sit downs and none of that. I never liked it because it's just you don't know what somebody's thinking. You don't got I can't control you or him and somebody might say something and then we young and how you be talking and a dude I seen a dude that was all right with me. He wasn't friends with me that long, but he was okay with me through a friend that was a friend of me. He walked up on a sit down and said the wrong words and got smoked. Like I wasn't there, but I got the call right after it happened. It was like, what? Like I couldn't believe it. Like he literally, a guy after I squashed it, I said, yo, it was a done bun. Like that's why I don't get in the middle of people's stuff. I said something to this dude. I said something to that dude. It was over. When these dudes meet up and it started a whole beef, like literally one of the beefs I've been in like all my years on the streets, and it was nutty. It was over a rat. It all started over a rat. But anyway, but what I'm saying is when when dudes say, yo man, it's cool, squashed it, dudes was like, no, you gotta go check his temperature, see what type time he on. But the boy wasn't even thinking about nobody. He was chilling in the spot with some chicks chilling, and then you had a dude walking up to another guy, and they two young boys, two knuckleheads. In the conversation, and another dude walked up, checking the temperature, like, why everybody sitting out here with guns? And walked up to the only person that he knew and asked a question, and it was the wrong question and got killed. So what I'm saying is,
he ain't had nothing to do with it.
He had nothing to do with it. So what I'm saying is, and it started a whole situation. So, but what I'm saying is, man, it's hard. If you're not going, it's easy to tell these young boys to stop this and stop that. But if you're not going to tell the other person that they got the problem with to chill, then you setting that man up to die. All that go down south. They young boys, man. They ain't got the brain to think, because in that case they'll just run down south
that's cool,
and don't
cool what
squash
you saying.
nothing,
That's cool
bro.
what you
That's
saying.
all
But
I'm saying.
what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you got the influence on your neighborhood, you should be able to stop anything.
What influence? You a kid.
I'll let you talk. You know what I'm saying?
Who got the influence?
I'll let you talk. What I'm saying is, if you got the influence and he got the influence on his side and you cool with him, y'all can stop the war.
You think so?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Man,
can.
these-
Yes, you
these-
can. Yes, you
well,
can.
I guess we ain't got no influence.
And I'm gonna be honest with you,
these dudes ain't trying to hear nothing.
Cause you know why? Because it's coming from the wrong people. It got to do with the people that's still in the streets. The whole let me talk, cool.
Yeah.
It start with the old heads that's still in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's still active. So if something go wrong, he got to intervene. Like, okay, I'm in it now. You know what I'm saying? You put me in it.
That's a South Philly thing. That
All
don't
right,
happen
okay,
up north.
okay. It do happen. It do happen down South Philly.
That don't happen up north.
If I
They ain't trying to hear that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, right?
I'm telling you, in my neighborhood,
They definitely got ironed out for like
a lot of stuff got ironed out. Don't wait for that.
I done seen things get squashed. But what I'm saying is, I done been in a situation where it was a dungeon. I'm talking about experience. This is the part I was talking to you about. I would never change, because I'm saying to y'all, where I'm from, I done seen it. And a lot of times, man, these young boys ain't trying to hear nothing from nobody. I got dudes that I had young boys that was like that was like family, man. Like, and I'm like, yo, cuz. But then sometimes, man, when I'm trying to tell them, yo, bro, can we just let this shit go? And they start breaking it down, man, this is why we can't. And I'm like, yo, bro, but I'm saying, like, I don't, blase blah, and I'm saying what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna get too much into it because we on camera, and I'm just not. But I'm just saying, them dudes looking at me like, look, cool, man, like, man, it gotta go down. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but sometimes
And that's how it is, bro.
Sometimes that's
how it is,
sometimes
bro.
that's just a pride thing. That's a
It might
pride
be.
thing. It's a pride thing.
It
'Cause
might
I
be.
remember I had OAS coming at me telling me, like, you need to chill out. And I'm like, no, I ain't chilling out. But in the back of my mind, I really want that shit over with, for real. But
Yeah.
I'm not backing down. I'm saying, no. You
Yeah.
better take that shit back up then. If I ain't hear that shit from them, I ain't trying to hear it. Because I ain't trust old head.
Herman.
But if it was somebody that was active, that I had an old head, and his old head was active, and my old head say, listen, Herman, this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? And they shit over with. And I looked up to this guy, he was influencing me. I'm going to leave it alone.
So,
I'm
Herm,
gonna strip my
what
old
I'm
head.
asking you is this, though, Herm. Right now, where you from? Right now, if it's a young boy going through with these other young boys, what I'm asking you is, are you just going to disarm one, or you going to talk to both of them? Because that's the problem.
I'm not going to get involved in it.
My
They
point is
say you're not
that.
active no more.
But if I'm active,
Right,
I'm
you-
getting involved.
I
And
ain't
I'm getting involved all the way. If I put my name out there, I'm already involved.
I ain't put my name out there. No, I
If-
did
if-
it.
if
I
I
did
say-
it,
if
and
I
somebody
say-
died over it.
That's
So
what
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
When I'm saying if I'm active in the streets, and I say, yo, we going over there to talk to these boys. Go over there and talk to these boys. You want to squash it. They don't want to squash it. We call it truth right then and there. Leave. Somebody get put down, I'm in it. Bottom line. So I'm coming. regardless of the situation. 'Cause I put myself in it because I told him to put his guard down. But I'm not. That's why I don't. I'm saying what? I ain't acting. I ain't
Edit that out.
Yeah, no, I ain't acting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm acting for my family, but I ain't
No, I
acting
feel
for
you
that
though.
street
I
stuff.
feel you. I feel you
Because I understand how these young boys think. They do a lot of pride. If they don't take their pride and the ego from the whole beef, then I don't want nothing to do with it. Because everybody got a pride. And then for real, you gotta squash. You can't just squash the stuff outside. You gotta squash stuff inside the jails too. Because some people feel some type of way that their homie that got buried. You know what I'm saying? So they're already thinking when I come home it's on. Regardless. And you got some dudes that's in jail. They're saying, if y'all not riding, I'm riding on y'all too. You know what I'm saying? And they your homies. So at the end of the day, I
That
don't
go on
get
what you
I don't
said
get
about
between that.
the friend killing
It
a
ain't-
friend type situation.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. When I was booked, man, a lot of y'all South Philly dudes was sticking together. Y'all was putting them beef shit to the side. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, I'm
That was-
telling
Yo,
you.
I'm on
No,
camera.
No.
Nobody from South Philly was my cellar.
Oh, I was about to
I don't
say
speak to you on the street. I don't speak to you in the building.
Y'all let me go. I was in that joint like,
Ike saying that.
A lot of beats came from my corner. It was squashing jail before it came out in the streets. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dude was
Man,
squashing
listen,
stuff.
dig this. We had issues. Like it's if I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. I don't want you harmed, but I'm not gonna let you harm me. Like hobbies and stuff that I have, if a dude not doing the stuff I'm doing, we not gonna run into each other. So I really don't care what a lot of other people doing. Like
You saying now?
I'm
Or you
saying-
saying back then?
I'm saying I've been me through life.
Okay.
I don't change up. Like I'm me. Like I don't know. It's like it's like say like when you get like a nickname.
Yeah.
The street give you a nickname.
Yeah.
Your friends give you a nickname. You get I can't call myself thorough or real. Somebody be like, damn, yo, he real dude, man. He stand up, he solid. Like, I can't call me this type stuff.
Yeah.
So when I sit here and say like through life, I've been me. Like when I say like I'm gonna finish as I start off. I seen y'all then in like 20 years. I pulled up on your corner, like 'cause we had mutual friends. I was able to stop by myself. Damn, woo, I ain't overstay my welcome. If somebody, damn, we had to make a little play or something, I bust the trap, but I ain't gonna never be like, yo, I used to hustle down Ann Street. No, I didn't. Did I used to ride by there every day? Yes, I did. Did I used to mind my business, sit on the side, let dudes do what they had to do? Yes, I did. If somebody was doing, damn, yo, you got something on you? Damn, I gave it to whoever asked, and they, like, I ain't gonna be, yo, take my number. And, you see what I'm saying? It's just respect. Like, the same stuff I do today. I'm not in the street hustling.
But you can't do that up north. You can't sell nothing on nobody. That's what I'm saying. I guess it's different.
No,
not to
go
take
ahead.
off, not just butt into your story, but that's what I'm saying. In different neighborhoods, it's different things that's going on.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
we can sit up here and debate all day long, but it's just
You
different.
gotta bring somebody from North up here next week.
All right, I'll bring them up, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it's different because you can't do what he just. No, you can't do in certain. I'm talking about there's a corner where somebody got this day corner. You can't. Nobody can't just walk.
Nah,
up there
he
and-
said
No,
if the
I
person
ain't
from the
just
block
walk up.
asked him because they didn't have none, they asked him if he had something.
the person who
block it
hustling.
was.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And I'm saying,
My
saying,
fault, my
and
fault.
I
Nobody.
Yeah, I'm saying I ain't know what the hell y'all got going on.
I still never.
As I say,
personally-
Pook, all them times I was on Ann, and I could have flooded that shit if y'all was letting that shit go like that. Chilling out there with you, cuz.
I'm just saying that stuff go back to respect,
Right.
morals. Like it's like I never went down there when nobody was there and tried to do nothing. Like I knew where I was from. Like I said, I never overstayed my welcome nowhere. If who I would dealt with wasn't there, I left.
Right.
Like that's just it. So it's like I come home. Everybody, a lot of little goofy stuff was going on. When I came home, who I was dealing with wasn't really like in the mix for real. So me being in there, seeing the kind of guys coming in talking about what was popping in. I'm in my bag. They singing Meek Mills with Life. I'm like, damn, they got in the law library. These dudes don't know what indefinite mean. Like, what you got, life? Yeah.
I'll tell you that story.
Tell that story. Like,
Yeah. On the gate, like you locked up and they come through the status sheet, like what your time is, your maximum, your minimum, what programs you gotta do, yada yada yada. So dudes in there like, damn, yo, I got 10 of this. People y'all they time on the gate. You listening, so
Shit, a badge of honor. Go ahead.
yeah, so young boy like she must have been blank. Damn, what indefinite mean? So everybody, it's a little silent for a minute, like indefinite. I'm like, damn, young, what you got, life? Like you don't got no programs, you gonna be here. And it went silent. But for a minute, everybody on the gate rapping and yo, what you get? Yo, I got 20.
damn, my match date 2026 or this. I'm in there 2007, 2009, but I'm hearing them dates. I'm like, damn. I'm gonna do my little 3 and get out of here. It ain't nothing for me to yell on the gate about nothing anyways. You know what I mean? I'm in the cell with the dude. I guess they was jumping dudes with they was Bloods and Sue. They got little
They
tables.
doing that shit up there?
Come on, yo, man,
Dang.
listen. I got a ball, like, I'm in there, so, like, I got little youngins I look out for in there. So they come to my cell dropping, like, the little latch. They got the latch. They dropping the latch with, like, laundry bags, summer sausages, soups and stuff hitting the floor. So my celly like one of them blood bulls. So he seen like different dudes and browns coming over like, yo, you know something? Yeah, yo. So he dumped the food and he was like, damn, yo. I guess he's trying to recruit me. Like, damn, where you from, man? You like triple OG. So I'm letting him talk. Gee, I said, so what y'all gonna roll on me or something? So I didn't go, y'all put your hand. Oh no, I'm just saying you can go back to. I was like, Philly don't do that, my man. Yeah. In the midst of me speaking highly for Philly, he break down, man, yo.
Where was he from? Pittsburgh?
I believe so.
They got that in
but
Pittsburgh.
he broke that down to me. He said, yo, man, y'all got 52nd Street. That's a gang you see. He naming blocks, so he must have corresponded with some Philly guys before. I said, damn, you right, but y'all just don't wear colors. I said, damn, he asked you, you broke it down a little bit. I understand. I said, we just ain't farming no colors and all that. So
And you don't get jumped in.
You don't get jumped in.
yeah, so, but my whole thing was on so what you gonna put your hands on? No. So, in the midst of me speaking highly of Philly, a Philly boy come in and come to the cell to see me, heard I was over there. That's his man. They do that. What's up, Five? What's poppin'? Whatever they going through. So I'm like, yo, we don't do that. So I was like disrespecting bull. Yeah. Yo, we don't do that. Oh no, they must have been vision with them juvenile drinks together and did it. I'm like, man, we don't do that, man. Where you was at? Where you meet him at to do that? No. He trying to explain it. So Sully boy, like they must have went and talked and grouped and powwowed and he like, no, man, dude, he stand up boy where I'm from. I guess the Philly boy. And the Sully boy, he just was like, no, you seem like a thorough boy, man. He telling me like you cool. And he seen everybody looking out. I just was like, no, man, I just be like respectful to people that was probably here before I got here. I just, you know what I mean? So
They was trying to jump you in.
My knuckles got too many cuts on it, man. Like my face is a little handsome, man. They ain't put their hands on. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got to close out in a second, man. I want to, if any of y'all want to answer, well, specifically you, and then either y'all or both of y'all, what can I'm saying young brothers do to feel comfortable? You know what I'm saying? Just being their own man, just standing out. I know you told me the story with the last time when you first came home, the conversation that you had with your homies. Like, could you tell that story and just tell the youngest how what made you so comfortable enough to do that and have that conversation? Because a lot of dudes are afraid to have that kind of conversation that you did.
Actually, like I was, as saying that, being in there with the young guys that didn't really know what kind of time they was dealing with, not having no kind of like financial support, family support in there. Like I just know, like I got 4 daughters, like, and I don't even want to just say this to be because you got kids, because like I said, I had a kid young, and I done quite a few things in the midst of me having kids. Me adjusting my life was like, I got who the guys in my neighborhood who held weight. Like as far as like had say so in my neighbor, my community. Damn, look, fellas, I'm gonna do something different. Cause you come home, everybody 500, 200, somebody buying you sneaks, and somebody gotta try to give you a pistol and work and shifts on phones. Like I'm done. Like what you mean you done? What you gonna do? Man, I'm gonna get a job or something. Like I'm in the halfway house for 6 months. So I was processing before I even came home. So like the 6 months I was in the halfway house, it was like I came home February. So winter time, you get your boots, you walk around, you driving and all that. So by the time I got out the halfway house, like July, I already seen what April and May was looking like. I talked to a few folks that was like in position. They like, man, it's a little nutty out here. Certain dudes got the ball, numbers is different. It just was like, man, these dudes I never spoke to. As I was saying, dudes, if I ain't speak to you in the street on Brook, I ain't gonna speak to you for no dollar sign. So it was like, man, I got my homies. And it was like, I'm done to do something different. So when everybody, I had like a few dollars put up. I went to me and my man was riding to a store, like a local store in my neighborhood. And it was like, damn, y'all hiring? So the girl was like, you don't want no job. You with my man, you got a little SRT or something. I don't have nothing. I'm just like, nah, y'all want a job. So I was like, get an ad. So she was like, all right, pay like you weigh. So I stood on the hood of the car. I wrote Isaiah, my name on there. I graduated high school. Everything else was blank. I put a couple $100 on the application, gave it to her. She felt the money, was like, damn, you serious? She's like, damn, you can't even do nothing. I said, I could show up every day.
That was 7.5 years. I've been working ever since. So it's like, but me sitting there saying that, like, for like young guys, it to me was like, when I came, I told my friends this first. Like, man, I'm gonna get a job or something. So like, I'm in the halfway house for 6 months. They're like, where you gonna work at? I'm like, I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I know I'm not coming back to the street. Like, I can't do another third drug case because it's like, you know, that third strikeout in the Fed. It just was like, man, you don't gotta be nobody be in the Fed. So it just was like, damn, I ain't trying to be shit though. It was a hard shit for my family seeing me in Pennsylvania. They send me out Virginia and all that. It just, I'm done. So when I got like I said, who was somebody in my neighborhood, we sat down and talked, like, damn, what you gonna do? I told him, one of the homies paid my cell phone for like a year. Another one got by my sneaks, like, you know, like, it was on, I got your phone bill for, all right, cool. Another one like, damn, I got your sneaks every now and then, or somebody got the boost, and it was cool. So it was like, I'm working though. They like, no, man, say that check for whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. That check went to like my mom. I gave my mother a check. At this job, I was getting paid every week. Dumb little check, but I was getting paid $30 in jail. I took $30 out of all my checks. Tuna fish, graham crackers, peanut butter and jelly, Gatorade and water. Gave my mom a check 1 week. Gave my wife a check. She might have got like $2 the other one. Gave my kids, let them break that down. And it just worked. It worked out. Like the first year, it was like rough. It was like, but it's like, damn, like I know I've been through other type situations. So it's like, damn, next year it got tighter, but it got better just the same though. But that setting the tone, everybody saying like, damn, like I didn't move, I didn't go nowhere. I ain't want to get no job in South out Ben selling. I gotta catch a bus to R2 and man, I'm staying where I need to be at. So everybody seeing me pushing carts and breaking down boxes. Damn, what you in the halfway house? And I got the halfway house for like a year. Damn, you still here? Yeah, I'm working.
It's working for you.
Yeah, damn, it's working. That job led to another, because it's like, you have a homie, right? You be thinking like, I'm thinking I know everybody. I got like 20 years in the street. Somebody gonna give me a construction job, accept the job. Ain't nobody come through with no job. The waterfront, I'm feeling everything. I got everything. Twit cars, ain't nobody calling. So it just was like, damn, that drink play out with the bread I got myself in. It felt honorable for me just to do that. Then it set the tone for everybody to see me like a year straight. Damn, I see you doing the thing. We ran into each other a couple times, so it was like, damn, why you hitting, man? I'm just working. What you doing, man? I'm hustling with the water. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking water, sir. Eat water. You see what I'm saying?
Ice cold.
Yeah, but that's
out there killing it too.
But this is what I'm saying. So it go back to say like emulation of character. I see the consistency of you being in there coming through with the carts, and I'm just like, yo, don't steal the shopping cart, bring it back. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, like I said, talking with my friends saying that they was like, damn, I said there were five guys. 4 out of the 5 all work now. 4 out of the 5 all work. My man with the water department, somebody sanitation, somebody parking right. But it'd be like, yo, you at work, you at? But it might took them 3, 4, 5 years later. But every day, yo, you up, man, I'm out.
Yeah, but your example could have
like,
let them.
So.
Yeah. That's the move, man.
Pride, man.
No, man, I ain't had no pride, man.
No pride.
But I sat down with my
This
wife.
what I meant to ask you too, bro. You had old heads when you was growing up? Like you had like an old head, so you never had an old head, none of that?
Nobody raised me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nobody, like when I say like I was like an orphan of the street.
Yeah, and
I just adapted to the visible rules.
And it's funny, man, because I had, not counting my brother, my big brother, Big Cool, but he was only like a year older than me, and I definitely was running behind him, but I had like one old head that really, I could just say one old head. That's it. I ain't, all these other dudes was like, that's old heads, but I had one dude that I really consider my old head. He's still my old head to this day. Yeah. He worked, you know what I mean? He owned properties, he do what he do. He worked, he you know what I mean? He on this legit type time too. But it's funny, man, because the first person that I ever seen leave the streets alone, man, and I thought he was crazy, was Poop. He was the first dude. I'm like, is this dude, like, you ready to leave all this? Like, we out here, we eating. Like, what are you doing? Like, and I never forget, man, he was like, man, and I don't know if you want me to say it on air. He might get edited out. He was like, man, I got 1 foot in the pulpit and 1 foot in the street. I'm like, he like, you don't know how I feel when I'm sitting in that joint. I'm looking at this nigga like, what, Pook, are you serious, bro? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like he was ready to, and it's funny, man, because I wonder, do my homies be thinking the same thing about me that I was thinking about him? And it's like, damn, like I couldn't believe it. Like, you know what I mean? And now when I think about it, like I said before, I wouldn't change nothing. But making that transition over to this, I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't just saying it because we on a podcast together. I thought about you. The first time I told myself, like, yo, man, and I'm like, damn it, my man can do it. But then I'm like, man, this dude a motivational speaker. He writing books. I ain't writing no books. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, you know what I mean?
But all that came later.
I'm just saying, you found your niche.
Yeah.
I always remember Poop always used to say that back in 2015, find your niche and all that. And I'm like, and I was in the construction, and I just was like, yo, you know what, man? It's right. And I watch dudes that say, man, this last little go run. And I never forget, man, talking to one dude, and he know if he ever see this podcast, he know why we spoke. And I never forget talking to him like, yo, this is it. This is it right here, baby. And he looked at me like, what? I'm like, bro. And this was one of my young boys that I met over the year. I met him later on in my life. He wasn't a young boy that I raised. He was a young boy that I met probably like 3-4 years prior to me saying it's a rap. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He like, and I'm like, no, homie, ain't nothing coming our way or nothing. I'm just done. It's a rap. And he thought I was crazy, man. Like, and even when the months was going on and it turned into a year or whatever, and people was asking me like, so you trying to tell me right now, if that shit drop right now and somebody you ain't going to, I'm like, nah, it's over. It's a wrap. I can't do it no more. You know what I mean? I moved out to the suburbs, and it was just like, yo, this is where I'm going from here. But back to what we were saying about the young boys, man. A lot of those young boys is 20 years old, man. So they not damn near 40 years old saying it's over. Like you said, a lot of guys we was beefing with is like they burnt out too. They don't want no smoke either. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you young and you going through it, in my opinion, this only cool opinion, disarming one side and not the other, to me is just like I ain't.
Yeah, no, we don't disagree with that. No, we don't
I ain't
disagree
taking
with
no
that.
parts of that. I'm leaving it alone.
That's any part.
You know what I'm saying? But any young boy wanna. My message to the young boys, to me, like it's hard for me to say, yo, it ain't worth it when I'm saying I wouldn't change nothing. But at the end of the day, man, it ain't worth it. It's not. It ain't worth it, man. And like I said, I wouldn't change nothing. And I don't know if I make any sense of what I'm saying, but to me, I know what you're thinking. If you watching, I know what you're thinking because I probably thought it too. But my life was just different. Like I said, my mom I was young when she died, and I didn't pick up a drug to look good. I picked it up to survive. It wasn't no. Yo, I want to get the new. No, it was just all that stuff came as the years went on. But I didn't pick up a bundle to say. I remember, man, the first Thanksgiving my mom passed away, we beat a dude up and took his groceries, and we took that back to the Jets, and my sister cooked it up, and we had a big barrel full of pennies and coins, and my sister put it in the shopping cart and walked it to 22nd and Lehigh, the thriftway, and put it in the change machine and
That's a nice walk.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, from 11th from Cumberland to 22nd and Lehigh, and put the change inside the thing so we can get the side things. Cause and then think about this: that man we took that groceries from, man, that was a good, honest citizen that we took from his family to feed my family. Damn, that's crazy, but that's how it was. Like we was just trying to survive. Like we didn't, like, you know what I mean? My pop never taught me really anything, and my mom never prepared me for when she ain't here. And I'm trying to prepare my kids for when I ain't here. Y'all can make that run. So with that being said, man, like, I know what you young boys is thinking because I thought it, I did it, got mad at it. I don't want it no more, whatever. And I don't want no parts, man. And I ain't knocking them either. Like, I don't call them, you little dumb, little young. I don't do all that. I just be like, damn, young, you might want to do that a little bit different. But I don't knock them. I don't chastise them and talk trash about them or none of that because I was a young dummy too.
You know, you just got to set them up with so they know, like, not even so they know, but it's like, damn, man, like, get what you can get, or if it's for a reason why you trying to get it. But some dudes just don't know when to stop building.
Yeah.
Like, some dudes don't know when to stop building. Because everybody say, damn, I want an ounce. You get your little 8 ball, you build to an ounce. You be like, damn, I got that drink. I get a 6-2 real fast.
You never get enough.
That's what I'm saying.
You never get enough.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that ultimately led me out the game was having everything and then feeling like, what am I chasing?
Yeah.
Like I felt like I got the car that I always wanted, but then it's like, damn, it's a new year now. I got to get the new one. You know what I'm saying? I got
chasing,
the chain.
keep chasing.
Yeah, now I got to
Keep
get
chasing.
a bigger one. My chick bad, but damn, I seen a chick that looked better, and you know what I'm saying?
I don't see nobody look better than you, kid. The way he talking about.
I'm just talking
You got
about me. I ain't
16
talking about
years
you.
in, I don't know what you
Yeah,
talking
but yeah, man. And I remember one day I was on my way home, man. I got to like, I'll never forget this, man. I'm at like 9th and the Boulevard, man, and I'm thinking about a chick that I had let go, cause it's like, you know, I was running around. I'm like, man, as soon as the chick get on my nerves, I'm cutting her off. You know, you can have 6 different chicks Sunday through Friday and Saturday when you alone. You start thinking about everything. But I was start thinking like, man, I just wish I had something different, man. I'm just like, this life to me it was empty. No matter how much I had, it still felt empty, man. As soon as I get to one point, I want more. As soon as I get to this, then I watch the Rayful Edmonds story, and I'm like, God damn, I need to be making $1 million a week. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I can't even watch them joints to this day, man.
It seem like all them dudes give up. Rayful,
They give up.
Nicky Barnes.
What you mean they give up?
They give up.
Oh, all right.
They give up, man. They don't even like,
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
Now, but now I'll never know when to quit. But I said, man, appreciate you coming out, man.
sure, man.
Definitely good conversation.
You gotta present him with the T-shirt.
We got presenting with the shirt.
Yeah,
Oh man, I got the text.
Oh, it's right here.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely got
Got the
it.
text and the phone call. I'm gonna show up anytime, man.
Sure,
The
man.
official,
Show up anytime.
legit.
Officially
He
a
work-
legit OG, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We appreciate you coming out. Our very first guest.
See that?
For everybody that's watching this, man, the whole point of today, you know, be your own man, be your own woman. Even if you're a woman, just be yourself. Don't think that you have to follow any kind of trends. In particular, when we talking about this quote unquote gangster stuff, man, don't think you got to be involved in that. Just because you live on the block don't mean you got to be a shooter. So I know it's a lot of y'all that really don't want to do it, but then you feel like you pressured, man. You could be anything. You could do whatever you want. When I talking about, you know, wishing it was different. When I look back at my life, I was a kid playing crypto, so a math game. Like I was a math wizard. I was a violinist. Then my dad got killed, and I had to move to another neighborhood, and I ended up in the streets. And I always wonder, what would I have been? What could I have been? I talked about that in my book, Boss Up. If it wasn't for the trauma that I went through, what would I have been? Who could I have been? What could I have done? I could have probably changed anything. You know what I'm saying? I could have done so much more if I didn't experience that
You're a
trauma.
5-book offer right now.
Se-
So what
se-
are you talking about?
I'm a
Seven books. So what are you
seven-time-
talking about?
7-time offer.
You ready to argue? You want to argue?
No, I don't wanna argue.
You somebody. Even through the trauma.
That's
It's like,
true.
no,
That's true. Even through the trauma.
I want to start arguing. I want to start arguing real quick.
You know what I'm
but go
saying?
ahead.
Even through the trauma, but all of that was forced on me. What I'm saying is, if you're not forced, if life didn't really deal you these cards and you got a chance to not get into it, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't nothing make you less thorough. It don't make you less of a man.
Fact.
It don't make you corny. The same way the brother said, I told my homies, I'm done. Man, you could do the same thing. He don't look like no corny sucker to me. You like a sucker to y'all? Do I look like a sucker to y'all?
No, not at all.
And all of us said, we
Done.
done. And there ain't nothing wrong with saying you done. That
Absolutely.
don't make you less of a man. So again, man, episode 3, the Legit OGs podcast. We're going to continue.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
When I step out with my wife and all that, I still be looking good, even though I'm done. Man. I still wear what y'all wear. I drive what y'all drive. You know what I mean? And I'm done. So, you know what I mean? Whatever, man.
Hey, man.
letting y'all
Appreciate y'all for having me up here.
No problem.
It's the Legit OGs podcast, giving y'all the game we wish we had. See y'all next week.
All right, y'all.